This is the Victorinox factory in Ibach, Switzerland. We've been making knives and tools here since 1884. Swiss Army knives, multi-tools, household kitchen knives, professional chef's knives. We make a lot of knives here. My name is Yvonne Fuchs. I have worked as a receptionist at the factory for 4 years. Mr. Elsener runs Victorinox. Mr. Elsener's great-grandfather started the business and the company has always been run by the Elsener family.
Morgen, Herr Fuchs.
They asked me to tell you the story of inventiveness and the science behind how this big factory only uses as much heating oil as this family apartment. Plus how this home, along with 114 others, is heated by an innovative heat recovery system in the Victorinox factory. First though, let's meet Mr. Erwin Müller, our head of production.
Victorinox has always believed sustainability is important to the manufacturing process.
This is my father, Reini.
Grüezi, ich bin der Abteilungsleiter von der Tanzerei. Ich arbeite seit 44 Jahren in diesem Betrieb.
The first stage of our knife production process is to stamp out the blades or the parts from the raw materials. We do this with steel stamping machines and the waste steel is given back to the supplier for new steel production. The next stage is to harden the blades. Our ovens have a temperature of 1050 degrees. Our final 2 stages are grinding and polishing the surfaces of the blades to give them their correct final dimensions. The grinding, polishing and hardening processes produce a lot of heat, so we use water from our closed water system to keep the machines cool. The grinding and polishing processes produce a steel and water sludge. We filter out the steel and press it with very high pressure into cubes. Then we give the cubes back to the steel supplier. So in the factory we have absolutely no steel waste. This steel sludge recycling process is one of the most innovative things Victorinox has invented in 1980 when my father had worked here 12 years. Since then we have recycled several thousand tons of steel. We need a lot of electricity to power the machines, so we buy environmentally friendly electricity from a hydroelectric power station close to the factory. We recycle the leftover cooling water also. It comes out warm, so we use it to heat the factory and provide warm water for our showers, restrooms and the 114 homes nearby. We are proud that our factory only uses as much heating oil as a family home. And that thanks to our sustainable processes, the carbon footprint of a Swiss Army knife is similar to your toast at breakfast. Victorinox encourages all its employees to take a passionate approach to recycling and saving energy. We all take the inventive spirit of Victorinox home with us.
Victorinox is a company producing knives for professional chefs, the food service industry, the fish industry, and the retail industry for the last 127 years. All Victorinox knives come with a lifetime guarantee against material and workmanship defects. You can depend on your Victorinox to give you a lifetime of cutting pleasure and proper food preparation. There are easy steps and techniques to straightening the edge on your blade. The maintenance tool of choice is the butcher steel. Step A is called feathering. Feathering is to pull your edge out to bring it up, almost like taking a bird's feather and straightening it. So feathering the edge, you put the edge facing away from you and you pull it from heel to tip 1, 2, 3 times, and you're pulling edge up. Then the next step is straightening and aligning. You bring the edge to its typical position. The position of holding the knife to the steel is to hold the back of the knife approximately 1/4 of an inch up off the steel. That will set the angle of the edge to approximately 15 degrees. And bring it down, heel to tip in this fashion. No more than 2 to 3 strokes. That will allow your edge to come up and be nice and straight and do a great cutting job. If steeling is not what you'd like to do and you don't feel confident with it, there is a quick and simple method to achieve near equal results. Very simply, with this little device here. It's called the Swiss Shop. It's very simple to use. You merely have to put your knife on the counter with the edge facing up. You do have a protective guard that protects you against hitting into the edge with your fingers. You start the device at the heel of the knife and drag it forward to the tip. You do that twice, maybe 3 times, if your knife hasn't been maintained in quite a long time, and it will cut a perfect 30-degree angle, which is 15 degrees on both sides of the blade, and it will put it in cutting shape, just like when you bought it. The next procedure is full sharpening of your blade. I have in front of me a 3-way stone unit. This is what's used in most commercial kitchens. You typically dip your stone in the water to get a film of water on the surface of the stone. Now the technique to hone or stone a knife is to be very consistent. First, hold that blade 1/4 of an inch off the stone as you did with the steel. You start from heel and pull to the tip in a slightly arcing motion. Be consistent with your pressure and your stroke from heel to tip on both sides of the knife, making sure to maintain that 1/4 of an inch angle. It may take several strokes to get the proper thinness, but each time you do it, you're getting closer to a high performance edge. When you're finished, go to your steel to just dress, straighten, and align your edge, and you have recreated a brand new performing edge that is razor sharp.
Bienvenue. Welcome.
Bienvenue. Willkommen.
Welcome to the adventurous world of Wenger. Life is a wondrous adventure. Since 1893, Wenger has been committed to developing knives and multifunctional tools that enable all of us to venture into our daily expeditions on trail, at sea, on the job, or around the home with confidence. So, what goes into crafting a Wenger knife? Let us take a tour. The manufacturing of each Wenger knife begins in the town of Delémont in Switzerland's Jura region with the finest raw materials, including high-quality European steel and an uncompromising dedication to detail. Our team of craftsmen and women are all experts in their work. Some of them have had family members working for our brand for generations. With precision and accuracy, the steel is fine cut or stamped into specific shapes and sizes based upon the style and model of the knife. Blades are honed through a multi-step process of heat treatment, grinding, mirror polishing, and finally, sharpening. For kitchen and professional cutlery, a perfectly hygienic plastic handle is sealed and formed around the blade prior to sharpening. The various components of the world-famous Wenger Swiss Army knife are assembled by state-of-the-art machines or, for more complicated models, by hand with the same dedication to quality for over 115 years. All receive their final inspection by hand to ensure the quality and reliability Wenger customers have expected since we first supplied the Swiss Army with pocket knives in 1901. Durability and reliability in the great outdoors may be what Wenger pocket knives are most famous for. However, the same care and craftsmanship is forged into every piece of kitchen and professional cutlery as well. Wenger's famous Zwiebel line of professional cutlery is built on the principle that the true value of a knife is not based upon its initial cost, but its durability, efficiency, and its response to the highest hygienic demands. Wenger manufactures to exacting standards by using the best materials available and employing techniques that continue to set the industry standard. Wenger's Zwiebel line, as well as Grand Maître and forged knives, are ideal for professional and at-home chefs who want value, precision, craftsmanship, and Swiss heritage. And it is that very heritage that has endeared consumers from around the world to the Wenger brand since 1893. From kitchen and professional cutlery to Swiss Army knives. From the great outdoors to your wonderful homes. Life is an exciting adventure. And with Wenger knives, you can be assured that you are always prepared on the trail, at sea, on the job, or at home. Always precise, always prepared. Now, go and explore. And again, welcome to the adventurous world of Wenger.
We're here at the Wenger factory. Wenger is the company that makes the genuine Swiss Army knife. They were established in 1893 here in Delemont, Switzerland. Now let's go inside and see a little bit of the process and get some input from the CEO. Follow me. This is called the Giant. It's every single piece that they have. You can't actually use this though. Bad, huh? Can you buy it? You can buy it. It's 1,000 francs, so $1,000. It's a collector's edition, I mean.
Wenger was established 1893, over 100 years ago. Everything started with the Swiss Army knife exactly in 1893 because the army asked for a new knife, and Wenger was one of the two companies that was asked, and so we started to produce the Swiss Army knife. And in parallel to the Swiss Army knife, we also started to produce kitchen knives, and definitely knives for the meat industry, for the butchers, so everything that cuts. We started in 1990 to produce watches, and we added to our product line in 2003 backpacks, laptop bags, and tents, sleeping bags. And lately, last year, we started to sell footwear, shoes in the United States. When you talk about knives, Switzerland is still the biggest market, followed by Germany and then the other European market, and the United States is maybe number 3 or 4 market. When you talk about watches, the United States is the biggest market we have.
Okay, talk to me a little bit about the process in making the knife, because we saw it today in the factory.
You know, everything starts with the selection of a good stainless steel and the plastic material for the handles and the grip. So we need to purchase the best steel possible for the knife. I think you have seen the inventory of the steel. There's a couple of tons of steel every day here. Then the fine cutting, the way we fine cut the blades, and then the process we work the blades is extremely important. That after every step we check the quality. So it is a ongoing quality control process after every step, and in the end we have a quality control again, because every Swiss Army knife is tested by hand whether it works or not. This is also the reason why we can grant a lifetime warranty on the product. So there should not be any mistake in material or manufacturing process.
Well, right here, they're cleaning the kitchen products, and the other side, they pack them. So you can also get your Swiss Army knife personalized. But if you're gonna get one, it's gonna cost you a fortune.
This is the Wenger factory.
Where have you been?